Hi everyone, welcome to Angel Chat. Mickey here. Thank you for joining in. I appreciate it. Outside in our front yard, beautiful evening. Perfect wind, not too cold, not too hot. It's just gorgeous here. So I hope you're having a lovely evening. Let's go ahead and jump on today's topic, important topics that I hear to clients that appear concerned that so many people have more and more illnesses, such as cancer, such as heart attacks, such as other severe and terminally ill illnesses or diseases, and the worry kind of presenting as to what's going on, why there are so many people that are ill, and frankly, people that live in planet Earth. So I will cover it as quick as I can, so I don't bore you with an hour video. So first of all, the concept of an illness, the concept of a disease, usually, whether even if it is hard for us to hear, usually it is designed or rather pre-designed by the soul prior to entering planet Earth, meaning from information I get from reading, then souls often, obviously souls that the end results happen that the person died. So the soul usually used the phrase that it was indeed pre-designed by the soul. People ask, why is that? Why would we choose an illness? Of course, reading or spirituality is not about presenting us. We didn't choose. The form didn't choose. This is presenting the perspective of the soul. So a soul often, once again, include major illness in our earth, in our incarnation on earth. Is it every incarnation? No, not every incarnation, but it is common for souls to include illnesses. So again, the question is, why is that? Because illness provides the soul a great opportunity for expansion, because we can change to going to experience illness, to experience a disease, to experience suffering of the physical body. We can expand. We should. A lot of people come to me, repeat client, that didn't put priority of their physical body. I would even use the phrase that were not empathetic. I would use the phrase that their priority of their life was not set right, didn't take care of themselves, didn't care about themselves, was reckless about themselves. So all that I hear prior to them being ill. Then they're being ill. And when we are ill, when we are sick, certainly something that is a little more serious, then it's forced us sometimes to put priority in our life, to love ourselves, to change, even change lifestyle or change the way we take care of ourselves. Usually people that experience an illness or serious illness become more empathetic to others because they themselves going through that, the personality changes. So again, there is a lot of obvious opportunity for us to expand, to grow spiritually through an illness. Of course, we do not like to hear that. Naturally, no one want to hear that this is something good. But again, presenting here, this is a spiritual video, so presenting the spiritual perspective, and illness often will be included within the blueprint, which is the detail of the incarnation, in order for the soul to express itself through the form with that opportunity for expansion, opportunity to become more spiritual, opportunity to become better people. And unfortunately, an illness or any other severe or major experience will provide us with that opportunity. Also, illnesses can be designed by the soul for the obvious reasons that we choose our free will not to take care of ourselves. So this is more obvious. We're not machine. The incarnation on planet Earth is not always designed like robots. I mean, we have free choices. We have free will. We need to honor the body and the mind, of course, whether it is the age, lifestyle. We all know what we need to do in order to help the body, help its ability, because the physical body is quite fascinating. The body can have the ability to rejuvenate itself. The body can have the ability to heal itself, again, if it's meant to be. Sometimes the spiritual perspective, it's not meant to. But in regard to us helping the physical body, if we're not, let's say, meant to have a major illness within our life or within our incarnation, is to simply take care of it. So this is just a common sense. The more we take care of it, everyone know what we need to do, what we need to eat, how we need to move the body. Spirituality will help because it speed up the chi within the body that sustain the physical body. So we need to apply the common sense, typical thing of creating a healthy lifestyle to help the body, and then we'll be healthy and won't fall ill. Another thing that the soul will create an illness in an incarnation has to do with karma, as a reminding that karma is established by the negative action, choices, intention, thoughts of the form of the human being that project a negative energy that kind of surround the soul, if you will. And often when the person die, when we die, if we take with us that negative energy that the personality created through bad intentions, that can stand in the way the soul continue to expand and grow. So what happened is, in a future incarnation that the soul, of course, plan, the soul need to include certain experiences, certain lessons, including can be an illness, where our neighbor walking the dogs. So yes, so it included in a future incarnation in order for the personality to kind of balance those negative acts, in order to clear up the energy field of the soul, essentially help the soul to balance itself with more positivity if we bring forward, which we often do, negative consequences and therefore negative karma. So negative karma need to be balanced. Sometimes negative karma being brought forward to a current or future incarnation by our soul as a way of again balancing ourselves and grow. Wow, it's so beautiful. I'm not sure you'll be able to see it, guys. Let me see. No, anyway, we have like 100 of geese in our lake. So at this time at the evening they kind of leave the lake is right there, and kind of go to the land, and it's really, really beautiful, guys. There's like 50 of them, and usually I meditate at this time, so I'm able to see them flying, just absolutely gorgeous. So another way for the soul to expand itself again is by balancing the karma, that negative karma that we brought forward from previous lives. Of course, this life it's a new form, a new personality, a new person that hopefully would balance that thing. So again, it doesn't mean that the information is supposed to be okay, that people that we love, people we know or don't know, become ill or worse, exit planet Earth or die. It doesn't mean that, but it's the spiritual knowledge here mean to give you food for thoughts about how to look at illnesses, of your own, God forbid, or people you love, or people again you don't know, or simply the concept of illnesses, to kind of let you look at it in a little bit more spiritual perspective, and everything that we apply spiritual perspective to it can become a little bit more softer, because there's a reasoning to that. There is no God punishing one person and not the other. Everything is kind of designed for the sake of the soul growth, including or rather pre-planning illnesses. Last few sentences I would say, of course, that has nothing to do with, again, helping someone that have an illness, praying for them, helping them. Of course, if a person is not open to spirituality, you don't blare it out and bring up that your illness is probably designed by your soul, obviously. So spirituality, we need to know who to share it with, of course. But comfort people, help people as much as you can. That's just called building positive karma and frankly just becoming a decent human beings. So I hope that helped a little bit, that little bit of information about illnesses or about difficult experiences that we're going through in this harsh planet. So thank you again, guys, for joining in. I appreciate it. And until next time, take good care. Bye.